not merely seeing reality, it is touching the truth.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Chronic Gamer. My name is Matt, and this is my final thoughts and redirect for episodes 32 through 37 of One Piece. So go ahead, click the link in the description, check that out, and then come back here, watch this video, let me know what you think. Okay, oh my gosh. I have to say this. If I wasn't hyped for this series before now, and I am like so hooked now after just watching these last couple of episodes. Like, I am in this. I cannot wait to see what this series has, because the last couple of episodes have got me so hyped, especially for the next couple of episodes that I'm going to see soon. Ah, man, I wish I didn't have to end it. That's all I have to say on that. I wish I didn't have to end it after episode 37. I wish I could have just kept watching, because that got me so excited. But before I get to that, I want to talk about everything that I saw before episode 37. So, we knew that Nami was the leader of the Arlong pirates, but we didn't know the extent, and I thought that she was kind of like playing a role in order to help out her people, and I was definitely right. It turns out that she made a deal to buy the Kokoyashi village, I think it's called, the Kokoyashi village. She made a deal with Arlong like 8 years ago to buy the village from him so that her people could be free. Pretty naive, in my opinion. I said that when I first thought that, and when I first found out that, I thought it was naive of her to think that Arlong, this terrible, horrible fishman pirate, was gonna just give her the village once she paid up. I thought that he was gonna like try to extort her for more money, or just not honor the deal, or whatever. But it turned out to be way, way worse than that, and I totally wasn't expecting it, but when it happened, I was like, woo! Okay, but we got to find out some backstory. It turns out that Nami was adopted, and her sister was adopted back when this like battle took place, and it turns out that her adopted mom was just like her, which is very interesting. I'm guessing her mom saw a lot of herself in Nami as well, because she was very hard on her to not go down the same path that she was, or that she had gone down. So I think that there was like a correlation there with how she was treated. But Nami has proved time and time again, especially in this arc, to be like one of the most selfless people in anime, in my opinion. She's amazing, to be honest. She doesn't think about herself. Even when she was like little, she saw that her adopted mom was struggling and not being able to eat in order to feed them. And she, because she was young and she didn't know really how to go about that situation, she decided that she would try to push her mom away and go run away, so that in her mind, that was protecting her mom and allowing her mom to have the money she needs to be able to take care of herself, rather than just take care of her. She was pretty harsh about it, but I think in her mind at the time, she thought she was doing the right thing, which was really, really sweet if you think about it. But she loves her mom. She didn't want to have to leave her, and she eventually did come back when she found out that her mom wanted her back, and her mom might be in trouble with the Arlong pirates, who arrived and were extorting everybody for 100,000 berries per adult and 50,000 berries per child. So they stayed hidden, and the mom pretended like she didn't know them, and she was able to pay for herself, but unfortunately she couldn't do that. She couldn't live with herself for even making Nami feel like she wasn't on her mom's mind. So her mom, I forget her mom's name, maybe Marlene, I think it might have been, or I forget exactly, but it was an M name for sure. But basically, she said, fuck it, like, I'm just going to tell them that I have children, that I love them, and whatever happens to me as long as her children are safe, which was really dope on her part, but unfortunately it did get her killed pretty savagely, if I might add. right in front of Nami and her sister, whatever her sister's name is. I'm forgetting her sister's name as well, but it was pretty brutal to watch. But they took Nami because she was a great artist and a great chart drawer. And they wanted her to draw the charts for them so that they can navigate the oceans and get the money that they needed. And when she came back to the village, she had joined the Arlong pirates and pretended to play the part of being this savage Arlong pirate in order to protect her village. And she didn't even care, again, showing how selfless she is. She didn't even care that her entire village supposedly despised her for joining them after what they did to her and her mother and the rest of them. But it turns out that the entire village knew that Nami was playing this role, and they just went along with it for her sake because she was bearing all of that hatred and she was bearing all of that responsibility on her shoulders. And honestly, it was amazing. Like I was so taken aback by how fantastic of a character Nami is. We haven't seen much of her up until now, like doing anything really worthwhile. We've seen her caring mainly about just getting money, but now we know the reason, and it hit me right in the feels. I'm not gonna lie. Not enough to make me cry or anything. I'm sure this show will eventually make me cry, but it's got to be really something really crazy emotional to make me cry. But it hit me right in the feels. I really could identify with her, and I really liked that about her. And so she took that role on until the very end, until she couldn't anymore. And unfortunately, the Navy showed up and she, let it all out. Oh, the Navy, you come to help us. We've been asking for your help. And it turns out, like I thought, it turned out to be a double cross from Arlong himself. He hired them. They were crooked Navy people. He hired them to steal the money, offered them 30% of it, and was going to say, oh, I never broke your deal. I guess you could just start collecting the 100 million or whatever the heck it was, 100 million all over again. It's not my problem. That's your problem. And I totally knew it. I knew he was going to do something. I wasn't expecting it to be that, so I was still pretty shocked when it happened. But, so the village came together. They're like, Nami, you know what? You have been bearing this entire thing on your shoulders this whole time. And we're not going to just sit here and let that continue to happen. You sit back. We're going to go fight them. And she even to the last second tried to stop them. Like, no, this is my fight. This is what I have to take care of. Please, I did all of this to protect you. I spent these 8 years pretending to be a pirate to protect you. I got the tattoo to protect you. I don't want this to all be for nothing. That's why she was trying to kick Luffy and all them out. That's why she pretended to kill Usopp and all of that. She tried to continue to play that role all the way up until the very end. But they said, nah, fam, now's the time for you to sit back, relax. We're going to take care of this. So she had a little bit of a fit there, a justifiable fit. She tried to cut out her tattoo, which was fucking brutal. But Luffy came and stopped her. And she's like, you don't know anything about it? And Luffy's like, yeah, of course I don't know anything about it. This happened before we met. I don't really care. I care about who you are now. Even though, like, the rest of the crew knows about what happened where Luffy wasn't interested. He was like, you know what? That's not what I'm about. I'm about who you are as a person right now. And I don't care that you had this crazy past. I don't care if you were a pirate or whatever the fuck. Like, I'm your friend now. You're my crewmate now. That's all I care about, and I protect my own. So she eventually broke down, and she looked at Luffy, and she's like, you know what? I need your help. And in the most badass moment, he's like, yup. And they all just fucking, oh my god, it got me so hyped. They all were just like, yeah, we're here. We're going to go fight for you right now. They all just started marching over to where Arlong is, man. The whole village shows up, and they're like, nah, you got to stand back. The Straw Hats are on their way, and they're going to take care of business for y'all. We're not going to let all of those 8 years that Nami fought for you guys to go in vain either and let you all die here. We're going to take care of this. And it was so fucking hype that I cannot wait to see what's to come. it kind of has me bummed out that I have to wait until next weekend, this being recorded on a Monday. It kind of has me a little bummed out, but unfortunately, it is what it is. Luffy and the Straw Hats showed up, busted down the door, and they're ready to go. And even fucking Arlong is shook. And this is the dude who fucking caught a cannonball in his fucking mouth and crunched it. So, yeah, super excited. Can't wait to see it. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I kind of made this video a little long, but that just shows how hype I was. So, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments section. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. If you're interested in seeing next week's reaction video, you can catch it early at my Patreon. I normally post within 24 hours, except if there's technical difficulties or if I have a lot of things going on. But I normally post within 24 hours of the current YouTube video. And without a doubt, even if it's later than 24 hours, it will be the very next thing posted to Patreon. So, check that out. Early access over there for all of my YouTube videos, except for My Hero Academia and any video games that I'm playing. Yeah. Join the Discord if you haven't already. I post regular updates on there as well. And until next time, I'm Chronic Gamer. Peace.